lead here by the score of 41-14 over the Colorado Buffaloes. It is homecoming here in Tempe, Arizona. It has also been Legends Weekend honoring Frank Kush, and I'm alongside a legend here at ASU, former defensive back here at Arizona State, and a 9-time Pro Bowler in the NFL, Mike Haynes. And Mike, what are some of your memories of playing under Frank Kush? And I know a lot of guys actually told me back to their recruiting stories, you know, just the impression that he made upon them.
Well, playing at ASU, there were a lot of big scores like today. You know, a lot of high-powered scoring out for our offense, and defense doing a good job of shutting people out. And that was what it was about, playing for Coach Kush. He only wanted to win. He hated to lose, and when he did lose, or because we did have one terrible season, it was 7-4, and we had to come back with a 12-0 type season to get him back in our good graces. But I love playing here, and I think playing for Coach Kush, I learned an awful lot about winning and a lot about having good character and the things that really count in life.
You went on to play a long time in the NFL, and you're an NFL Hall of Famer. What kind of impression did he make on you as a person, as a man? Well,
to set my goals high, remember not to slap the hand that feeds you. That was one of the things he used to say to me all the time, because a lot of times things would happen in your life and you're not really happy, and you start poking your bottom lip out and you get mad at people and things, and he reminded you, said, remember, don't slap the hand that's feeding you. You know, figure that out. And so that's a good lesson for a lot of people, I think.
How much have you enjoyed seeing these guys 22 years under Frank Kush?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I think that's the highlight of the weekend. You know, yesterday at the luncheon talking to Coach Kush, but also a lot of the greats that played before I came and the ones that played after I came, and then the ones that I played with. We share a lot of stories, and we're still doing that today. And you know, watching the game today brings back a lot of memories of those days.
And then finally, as we see Arizona State driving here, a big play. But one more thing for you, Mike. You have a connection with offensive coordinator Noel Mazzoni, correct?
Yeah, it's not one that I like to talk about too much. In college, I really didn't get beat too many times for a touchdown, but while he was a quarterback at University of New Mexico, he threw one to Preston Denard, and I think I probably gave up 2 touchdowns in my 4 years of college, and he's got one of them.
Well, I guess Noel will have that to hang his hat on for sure, no question. He told me he was just a backup then, a freshman. But Mike, anyway, thank you for joining me, and congrats on your career, and have a great weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Jody, and thank you so much, Michael Haynes. So many legends in town this weekend. Again, to help honor Frank Kush, Kyle Middlebrooks taking it inside the 10-yard line. Taylor Kelly is taking over for Bercovici, who took over for Brock Osweiler. And all right, fans, who did you vote for? Favorite player under Frank Kush? Look at this, Woody Green, 45% outdistancing Mike Haynes, followed by John Jefferson and Danny White. That is shocking to me.
Well, it was interesting. I didn't know how this text poll was going to work out because so many great names up on there, but the fans have spoken.
And so has James Morrison into the end zone for the touchdown from 8 yards out. Guy who started as a walk-on out of St. Mary's High School right here in Phoenix. James Morrison and Arizona State piling it on in the 4th quarter.
Well, Morrison gets to see what Cameron Marshall was able to see all night. Great cutback vision as the left side there of the Sun Devils offensive line kind of washes the defensive front down all the way down to the hash mark. But you got to love that. James Morrison getting a chance to get in there, and he scores.
You're right. I'm sure all those backups, including Marcus Washington, R.J. Robinson, they'd all like to take a handoff at some point here this afternoon.